New York. The new normal in New York City is just an absolute fucking train wreck. I mean, it was getting bad under de Blasio for a while, be honest. Like, there were just spates of guys going on like box cutter slashing sprees long before COVID hit and the homelessness shit. And guys were smoking fucking spice and salvia and, what have you, and passing out in fountains up at Lincoln Center and all that. So it's not like things were going well. Then the pandemic hit, and the city just turned into a complete fucking hellscape. We have here from the New York Post: woman stabs taser wielding 14-year-old girl during argument in New York City subway station. Wonderful. Wonderful. A 14-year-old girl was stabbed in the chest by a young woman in a Brooklyn subway station Saturday night after the girl whipped out a taser during an argument. The incident began when the teen got into a heated exchange with the 18-year-old woman shortly after 6 p.m. in the stairwell of the number 3 Sutter Ave Rutland Road subway station in Brownsville. Oh, lovely place. If you're not from the New York area, Brownsville is a renowned shithole. Police say the woman responded by whipping out a knife and stabbing the girl in the chest. I guess it is kind of a proportional response. The woman fled the scene with about 8 to 10 people, according to cops. I mean, I fucking love it. We are living through Escape from New York. Like, this is it. It is Escape from, like, I've been talking, I was crossing the street across from the Port Authority one day, and some guys talking about cutting people's hands off with his blade. The other day, they raided a house in Queens. They had a bunch of samurai swords and automatic weapons. You walk by a bodega and one guy's threatening to beat the shit out of another. I can't go. You can't go 2 blocks in Times Square without somebody trying to sell you some kind of narcotic, which I don't necessarily object to. I'm a capitalist, but yeah, I mean, this is really, it's Escape from New York. Where is Snake Plissken when you need him? And I love it. They were talking about on Legion of Skanks the other day. They were talking about Woody Allen, and he's got all these movies that romanticize the city, and they're all located in, it's like the Upper West Side. That's it. That to Woody Allen, and if you watch Woody Allen movies, all of New York is just the fucking Upper West Side. And I was thinking about, and they were like, yeah, like, what about fucking Brownsville and Spanish Harlem and all that shit, South Bronx? And like, yeah. I was thinking, is this the exact same thing with all these fucking songs? Everyone's moving to New York. They're going to make it in New York. Like, the idiots who think that the show Girls is real life. You got, obviously the famous one, the OG of New York City songs from the chairman of the board, Mr. Frank Sinatra. And if I can rape you there, I'm going to rape you anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. I think I just made a joke about non-consensual sex, by the way. I hope someone, do me a favor, don't send this to Gord Miller. He might not like me goofing about people getting raped in the city of New York to the tune of Frankie Blue Eyes Sinatra. Who do we got next? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wayne Newton. I recall Central Park in fall, how I stabbed your chest. What a mess. I confessed to the detective down at the 44th precinct. No, I think the 44th is the Bronx. I think if you stab someone in the chest in Central Park, it would be, what's that, like 50? That Midtown North? I don't know. Maybe, what about a little, maybe some Petula Clark? Downtown, you will get tased when you're downtown. A crackhead is waiting for you. I mean, these are classics, right? The smell of shit and piss is in the air on Broadway. And it is. I mean, I used to walk in the summer when I walk down Broadway to get to work. There are homeless men defecating in pizza boxes, and the street smells like fucking piss. So that would be an accurate rewriting of that song lyric. I mean, we could go through the entire Great American Songbook and just rewrite them and apply the lyrics to shithole New York City in the year 2020. If you got one, if you got a good lyric, give it to me in the old comments section. Would love to hear from you. This part of Brooklyn isn't right, Bruce Lyle, 48, told the Post at the station on Sunday morning. That station has lots of crime. Teenagers. Lord, these are dark days. Wow. If like a longtime Brownsville resident is telling you that these are dark days, things have really, really gone down the shitter. Witnesses describe the chaotic scene, saying the conductor told all strap hangers to get off a train that arrived at the station shortly after the bloodshed. The MTA tweeted around 8 p.m. that trains were bypassing the station due to police activity and offered nearby bus service. I mean, how great is that? That is New York City commuting in a fucking nutshell. Like, oh, why? Excuse me. Why do we have to take a bus? I take the subway. Why is there a shuttle bus? Oh, the station's closed because police are investigating a knife and taser fight between a grown woman and a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, just run of the mill stuff in New York City. And I will give the city credit. And this is one of the things that I have always found cool and sort of endearing about the city, is that no matter what happens, no matter what a New Yorker sees on the street, they will simply walk around it. Just go around it. Oh, there was a taser versus knife fight on the subway. Okay, we got to investigate. There's blood. We got to clean up. We got to tape off the crime scene. Good. Yeah, just get a shuttle bus going. We can't have this shit backed up. Like, I feel like if this was, Milwaukee or wherever the fuck, Fort Lauderdale, that would be it. Like, they would shut down. You got to walk. Sorry, folks. Everything, fucking cranes fall from construction sites and they hit people in the fucking head, kill them. And it's literally just, all right, guys, we're going to put some caution tape up. Yep. Yeah. Please use the other side of the street. That's what they do in New York. Something happens. Someone is dead on one side of 42nd Street. The other side, you're walking up and down. You're popping into the Old Navy. You're going to get some pizza. It's all good. Fucking pedestrian gets hit by a fucking car. Other side of the street, folks. Someone gets shoved in front of the 6 train. Shuttle bus upstairs, guys. All right. Hey, you don't want to be late, do you? He's not. We know he's not making it. You want to make it, right? 9/11. The fucking 9/11. You can go walk. You're gonna have to go around. We're gonna have there's just a big fucking crater in Lower Manhattan for a year after this shit, and it's just, yeah, there's business to attend to. All right, folks. Hey, if you don't want to get cancer in 20 years from this, best walk around the hole. Don't come near the hole. Don't breathe this shit in. I'm saying a lot of cancelable stuff right now. So if you would like to make me go viral, please share this with Deadspin or Gawker or, well, actually, I don't know. No one gives a fuck who I am, so it probably wouldn't make for the best clickbait. But I could certainly use the traffic. But all of this shit really does encapsulate my idea of New York City as an arcade game filled with NPCs. Like, you go on the subway, that's the level you're playing, right? You finish, you make it through whatever fucking level you started out with, Lower Manhattan, and then you walk down, they have the little transition scene between levels. You walk down the stairs to the subway station, and you pass a homeless guy. He's asleep in a pile of his own feces with a needle hanging out of his wrist, and like a thought bubble pops up on the screen, and you're just like, wow, this place really is a shithole. Better put my mask on so I don't get hepatitis by breathing too deeply. And then you go down, and all of a sudden there's there's a taser on the ground and a knife on the ground, and there's like a 14-year-old girl and a woman, and they're walking back and forth on those automatic tracks. You got to fight her, you got to fight the other one, and then another one comes, and then another one comes, and then all of a sudden a homeless guy's walking in, and he's shitting in his own hand and firing the turds at you, and you have to hold these people off, and you have to fight your way to the end of the platform, and then a train rolls in, and you step onto the train, and that's the end of the next level. You just got to keep hammering that fucking A button to defeat the knife wielding woman, taser wielding child, and feces throwing vagrant. What a city, baby! It is. It really is the city where dreams are made. Dreams of homeless guy basting in their own shit.